Welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look at the general preferences that are located under the Setup tab within Dragonfly. Let's get started. Now, you can change your preferences with an incident open or an incident closed. There's a couple places that we can do this. Hey guys, also remember, if you haven't updated your Dragonfly, check to see if there's an update. So we can click on Setup here, but what that really does is doesn't really get us to our preferences. So we can close this, go to Setup, hit Preferences, and now we can walk through what each of these do. I'm going to spend a few moments talking to you about this. In this case, under General Settings, which is where the system defaults in your preferences, if this box is selected, phone numbers will show up in the positions on the organization chart. If this box is selected, and you have logged into your Intelligent Accountability tag app called Resource Manager Web, any of those names that you drag and drop onto ICS positions will automatically load back to the personnel roster. Now, we obviously don't have anything in there yet, but that's where they'll go. And that's really cool because you can use it when there's no connection to Resource Manager Web, i.e., you don't have an internet connection. Remember, Dragonfly does a lot of things without the internet. Next is what's called default map location. Default map location is going to reference what happens when you click on the eMap. Now in this case, it's going to center over Hawaii. Hawaii's fun, but airfare is expensive. Let's go to Florida. And let's spell it correctly. Okay. Next is what is actually going to end up being inside a window when you set an assignment using the to-be-determined command. In this case, I want to change it so that it said need resource. And then this last window here is actually referencing people who have purchased the track app called O2 Track App or LivePass. Dragonfly has a feature that is integrated with Salamander's Intelligent Accountability Suite. One of those features is allowing a Dragonfly user to make a direct connection to the report tool that is located on InterTracks. So you literally can log in and drag and drop incident resources into your IAP and then produce ICS forms from that. In order to do that, guys, you have to have a LivePass license. When you do that, you'll notify us and we'll go ahead and unlock this feature. Now in this case, what that really looks like for us is this. Under Salamander, there's this tool set. Once this is turned on, you can now access InterTracks. You do need the internet to make that happen. Let's go back to our preferences. Next is Mind Map. Mind Map allows you to make critical decisions and brainstorming. Each of these icons can actually be edited for whatever use you may use in your organization. Very simple process. Select the icon, change it. In this case, I would like it to say strategy. There we go. There's strategy. And then when we use that portion, that'll show up. Next is custom map. In this case, we have given you underneath the map tool the ability to drop a URL into this box and then open that service natively within Dragonfly. Now you notice by default and by general design we only have one URL. If your agency needs multiples, we can custom build that for you. So how does that work? Pretty simple. I like to mess around with this map called Scribble Maps. So what I do is I say create your own map now, and then I grab the URL. Then I apply the URL by copy and paste. Yeah, that's right. Dragonfly allows you to copy and paste. It operates under a Windows operating system. So all those tricks and tips that you've learned over the years, they apply. The next is Incident tab. These are some file pathways that your technical center will set up for you if you want Dragonfly to connect to a Salamander tag app, track tool, or report tool. A lot of our customers do this on their own, but depending on the network configuration, where the Salamander software is located in reference to the Dragonfly, there may need to be some higher level policies adjusted. If we're going to be doing work here, we probably will need administrative rights. No, definitely, we will need administrative rights. Next is automatic backup. Dragonfly has the ability to automatically back up all your IAPs at a certain point, depending on what interval this is. And it will be stored in a documents folder that is designed and defaulted through the project's program pathways. If you need a customized location, we can do that for you as well. Next is print colors. We can change all of the text that is inputted in fields by changing this one feature. Now, we can also change the color codes that reference each of the section chiefs. I like to make my operations sections red. My logistics, I like to make orange. My finance section, I like to make yellow. And my planning section, I like to make blue. Now, where you will see this color coordination is on the ICS 203 when it prints, and then also the Field Command Quick Start tool. It allows a contrasting of positions by using colors. And for people who struggle with ICS processes and understanding what information is there, this is very helpful. The next preference we're going to look at is the Org Chart tool. The Org Chart tool allows you to adjust a couple things. First and foremost is the Org Chart. Sometimes your incidents get so big that having them grow vertically and then, grow horizontally and then vertically can be problematic. By checking these boxes, you can command your Org Chart to grow in the direction you need it to, and it'll display how you want it to. The Show Agency Representative box, if you turn that on, you will actually see each agency rep inside of your org chart. Now we allow the toggling on and off of this is because some agencies have, or some incidents have a lot of agency reps, and you may not want to see them on an org chart. Weather channel. By default, this address, which by the way goes to NOAA web service, weather service, is built in. You can actually put in any weather service that has a URL. Maybe you subscribe to a specific weather service. You can put that in, and we will actually see it later on in the program. That is all.